Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on AccioJob's course on frontend. So in this particular video, we are now finally going to start with what exactly is the HTML boilerplate, right? So just try to understand that when you're trying to start with the first HTML page that you're going to create, you must need to understand what is the basic setup, right? So in this video we are going to understand this entire basic setup that you can see. So you can clearly see that there are a bunch of lines that have been written here. Now we need to decode each of these lines. In order to start, we need to first understand the boilerplate, and that is exactly what we are going to do. So without any further delay, let's start. So this is the boilerplate. So how to add this boilerplate? We just simply need to write an exclamation mark and we need to press enter, and you can see that the boilerplate is now visible. Now the question is how to understand it. So let's decode our first line. So this is the first line that you can see, and the first line is very simple. It is just a document type declaration. What is it? It is a document type declaration, simply meaning ki boss, what are we creating here? We are creating an HTML5 document. This is essential for ensuring that the browser renders the page as an HTML document. Okay, so I'll just write it here that it is a document type declaration. Okay, I'm repeating it again. It is a document type declaration telling that we are writing, or we are going to write, an HTML document here. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, now here is the next line. So the next line is super interesting. So the next line is HTML lang equal to en. So this is the root element. What is it? This is the root element of our entire page. As you can see that we have an HTML tag like this. Okay, this is one node. Inside it we have a body, and we also have a head tag, right? So this is the root, like the tree structure that is getting formed, and inside the body we'll add our h1 tags, or maybe p tag or paragraph tag, bunch of stuff. And in the head tag you can already see that we have our meta tag one, we have another meta tag, and we have our title tag as well, right? Now we'll be learning each of these as we go forward, so do not worry about that, right? My point is you can see that HTML is the actual root. So my point is to explain you that HTML tag is the root element of our HTML page. Okay, this is where our entire structure starts. Okay, and it also has something called lang equal to an, right? You might be wondering what is this lang equal to an. This particular attribute, first of all, it is an attribute. I'll just write it here. Lang equal to en is an attribute. Okay, in further classes we'll be understanding what is an attribute. Do not worry about it. For now, just understand that it is just an additional information about a particular tag. Okay, so what here are we providing? So we are providing lang equal to en, and I think you can also understand that lang probably is a short for language, and you are absolutely correct. So here we are just saying that the basic primary language of our entire HTML document will be English. Okay, what does it tell? Tells the basic primary language. Okay, so most of the page will be having this lang equal to en, basically English language. This is just important for search engine optimization. Okay, we are just providing some additional data, that is all, nothing else to be worried about. Then comes a head tag. So I'll just write an head tag here, right? So head tag basically consists of three major things. Okay, so the first thing that it consists of is all the non-visible information, all the non-visible information. Okay, second, it consists of meta tags. Meta tags I'm writing separately as well, although they are also non-visible information, but yeah, they also contain meta tags. And third, which is an important thing that you could find here, is title tag, right? So the title of our page is also present here itself, right? And here you can see it, right? Now what do I mean by all non-visible information? Well, the head tag contains meta information of our entire HTML document, and it is displaying some links to our CSS as well. So try to understand that, will we be linking CSS, right? In future, what we are going to do is we are going to create a CSS file, and then we have to connect that CSS file to our HTML document. So where will that connection be made? That connection will be made inside the head tag somewhere, here. Okay, here I'll be writing a link tag that would connect my CSS file. So that is also a non-visible information. Now I don't want to show it, right? So that is why all non-visible information is present in the head tag. Now next comes meta tags. Guys, what are meta tags? Try to understand. Okay, meta tags are nothing but some tags that provide additional information about the entire document. What does it do? It provides additional information about the entire document. Okay, now what is the first set doing, right? So as you can see that this particular thing, the meta char set equal to UTF-8, this meta tag specifies the character encoding. What does it do? It specifies the character encoding. Now, what does it mean? So basically, UTF-8 is a universal character set that includes almost all characters and symbols, right? So these characters and symbols are used for the writing system, for displaying data, for writing content, right? So hence, it is a writing system for the world. You can understand it like that. This character set of UTF-8 allows multi-language website, and thus it is a good choice for us. So basically what we are doing here, we are specifying ki boss, this HTML page can have a good set of characters, which is UTF-8, which is a universal character set that includes almost all characters and symbols and all, right? So hence it is a good choice. Okay, this is exactly what we are providing as an information. Okay, next is super important. This is again an additional information about our web page itself, right? This is a meta tag that is used to control the viewport's size. It is used to control the viewport's size. Now what is a viewport? So see guys, in future, let's say this is your entire laptop, but only this much is your window. So this highlighted part is the viewport that starts from here, goes till here, and then goes below like this. So this is the viewport in this particular scenario. Let me write another scenario. Let's say this is your laptop screen and it is just here. Okay, slightly bigger than this, not exactly of the same dimensions. So this would be the viewport. This entire thing would be the viewport. Okay, so what we are doing here, this meta tag is used to control the viewport's size and scaling on different devices, especially mobile. Okay, so basically the mobile would have different dimensions than a laptop, right? So how the website should look according to the mobile's width. Okay, that is what we are trying to do. Okay, so here I have clearly mentioned that width equal to device width. Here you can see this, right? Width equal to device width sets the width of the page to the screen width. This is good, right? This is good. What is happening here? Try to understand. I have a mobile phone that has a specified width that I don't know. Okay, and maybe some other user has a different mobile phone with a different width, right? So basically what it's going to do is it will set the width of the page to follow the screen width of the device. So if the screen width of the device is, let's say, 467 pixels, the width of the page will also be 467 pixels. Okay, this is what it's doing. Next is initial scale 1. Initial scale 1 sets the initial zoom level to 1. Basically we don't want the screen to be zoomed in or zoomed out. Okay, we just want it to be equal. So basically the initial zoom level is just 1. Okay, that is what it does. So the next one is the title tag. This is very well known. Title tag simply used to specify the title of the HTML document. Okay, so this is what it does. Here we hand our head tag, right? And next comes our super duper important part of our HTML boilerplate, which is the body. Okay, so body tag or the body space, this entire space is the one that will contain all the content. Okay, this has all the content of your page. So basically all the headings, all the images, all the tables, all the forms, all the sections that you're going to create, all those will be present in the body tag, right? That is what we'll be adding here. Okay, so I hope this discussion was clear. Let me start this discussion again. Let's take a quick recap of what we understood so far. So what was this? This was nothing but a document declaration. It was nothing but a document type declaration. Simply suggesting what? That was our HTML page is starting here. Okay, so we are going to write an HTML page in the entire document. Okay, this is what? This is the root element. This is the root element. This is where our HTML page actually starts, and inside it we have our head tag and the body tag. Okay, it also has lang equal to en. What does lang equal to en tells? Well, basically it just tells that the majority of the content that we'll be adding, that would be in English language. This is just an additional information and it does not do anything else. Then comes a head tag. So head tag, as I have written before, contains three major things. First, all the non-visible information. What were the non-visible information? So we connect multiple CDNs as we will connect Bootstrap. We'll be connecting a CDN. Okay, you don't know about it. It will be discussed in the future. We'll be connecting a CSS file. All these are non-visible information. So that is added inside the head tag. Second, we have our meta tag, right? Meta tags contain information about the entire document. So these meta tags are also present here. Third, it has the title tag. So basically title tag is the title or the text that is visible as a heading to our HTML document. So these are the three things that the head tag consists of. Okay, so this is all. Next comes the first meta tag. So this just tells that, okay, we are going to use UTF-8 set of character encoding that has large amount of characters and symbols that we could use. So it is a very good choice. Why? Because it is worldwide, globally very accessible. Then comes this. So this just says that width equal to device width. Whenever the width of the entire device changes, the width of the page should also change along with it accordingly. So if we have a tablet like this, okay, or if we have a mobile phone like this, or if we have a desktop like this, right? So all of it will accordingly shift the width of the browser page. Okay, initial scale equal to 1, simply told ki we don't want the page to be zoomed in or zoomed out when it loads. Okay, so that is all. Now next is the title. Title, as we already know, it's the heading of the document. That is all. And here we mark the end of head tag, end of head tag. Now followed by that is the body tag. This is where we actually add the content, where we add the content. Now what is this content? This content could be a paragraph tag, it could be an H1 tag, it could be a table, it could be a form, it could be anything like that. Okay, basically anything that we are going to show on our page. Okay, all that is added in the body. This marks the end of body tag, and this marks the end of our HTML document. Okay, absolutely nothing is added after this. Okay, this was our discussion on understanding the entire concept of the HTML boilerplate and what each of these lines does and mean. I hope this discussion was very interesting to you, and see you in the next video where we'll be understanding the commonly used HTML tags. Okay, so thank you for watching. See you there.